Hello class, my name is Ryan and I'd like to talk to you guys about fixed geared bicycles. What sets them apart from other bicycles is basically how they're built and what their parts are, and those parts are the fact that they have no drive chain uh, with no freewheel, a unique stopping ability, which is the fact like they skid pretty much, and they have a single speed with usually no brakes. This constructs a bike whose pedals won't stop rotating once they start moving unless you force them to stop in rotation, essentially causing the rear wheel to lock in place, allowing the bike to skid and slow down from kinetic friction. Oh, and all this makes it possible for the bike to go backwards, which is my favorite attribute. In my opinion, the history of the fixie isn't as interesting as its modern uses, so I won't bore you with the details. Instead, I'll dive deeper into the advantages and disadvantages. One of their main attractions is their low weight, thanks to the absence of added parts which are present in a geared bicycle. It is also more mechanically efficient with less required energy to operate because it has the most direct power transfer from rider to wheels. However, the fact that many ride without brakes is seen as dangerous. The fact that there is no freewheel is another limitation to keep in mind, especially if you want to avoid receiving kick to your trailing leg and or losing control. I must admit I'm not proud of how many times I've experienced that. Anyway, enough about me. So, I don't have enough time to go into detail about these countries, so I'll just discuss legality in its relation to the US and Hungary, which is where my family is from. So, in the US, the use of any bike without brakes on public roads is illegal in many places. But however, some argue that there is a way around it since the wording of the law is vague, so people kind of say that you can still brake since you can skid stop. And in Hungary, all bicycles are required to be equipped with two independent sets of brakes, front and rear lamps, reflectors, and a bell. I should have known about this law when I first bought my fixie a few years ago, since I was susceptible to a confrontation with the law and or could have gotten a ticket, but apparently I kept under the radar, so not gonna complain. I still have that fixie, by the way. I didn't bring it with me though because storage and practicality issues. And riding the vast and expansive city of Los Angeles was quite different than the denser city of San Francisco. So I decided to play it safe and leave it at home. Okay, since I'm giving a speech on fixies, I should probably talk about the fixie gear community as it's just important in my eyes. Saying the fixie community is quite vague and broad since there are categories within it, so I took it upon myself to organize them into three groups, although this is my interpretation. There could be more or less depending on how you look at it, but they're the riders that focus on tricks, like recreational usage of the fixie, track racers who could be in it for exercise or their career, and urban hipster youth types. If you can't imagine what those people look like, don't worry. I got you covered on this next picture here. It's the movie Premium Rush always pops into my mind. So yeah, just think of JGL in that mediocre movie. And if you're unfortunate enough to sit through that movie, maybe you'll agree with me when I say that this community is almost like a subculture. If you want to join this community, it's fairly easy. Just buy a fixie and rethink your fashion sense. If you're looking like this picture, then the fixie life is the life for you. Maybe after seeing that picture, you can guess that they have refined and specific taste in fashion. Professor Hunt actually wrote a piece on fixie culture where he made some keen observations, many of which are consistent with the pictures I'm about to show y'all. For the most part, this is what a stereotypical fixie rider is supposed to look like. And their image isn't the only thing they customize either. They have a similar approach to their bicycles. The spectrum is vastly varied. Some are over the top, while others are very minimalistic. From colorful to vintage, they do it all. But not everybody is built for the fixie life. There's specific people I'd recommend it to, like adventurous and athletic types. Mainly, people who are looking to try something new and are willing to deal with some scraped up calves, that sort of thing. I'd say it's worth it because, it's pretty cool to ride a bicycle in reverse, and there's some sweet pictures of Kanye West out there on Fixies.